Ow. My arm still hurts. Damn it. Ow, fuck. I kind of want to do Leanna last, but I don't also want to run out of time. So I kind of want to see what Leanna's doing. Leanna seemed pretty nervous last night. I wonder if she's still in her room. Making my way back upstairs, I knock on her door. After a moment, her voice calls out.
Who is it?
It's me.
Oh, hey.
There's a silence as I wait for her to open the door, but she doesn't. Is everything okay?
Yep. Everything's fine.
Okay. She sounds really distracted.
Sorry, I'm a little busy right now. Amy and I are kind of in the middle of something. Do you think you can come back later?
Ah, so that's where Amelia is too. Sure, sorry to disturb you. She doesn't answer. That was kind of weird. I hope she isn't annoyed with me. I better leave her alone for now and check in later if I have time. I decide to spend the rest of my time alone. I relax at one of the tables by myself, observing the people and enjoying my free time. It's not too often that I can have some alone time, and with the storm outside, I'm entitled to feel a little lazy. Wow. I am fresh out of water. My voice is giving out. The rest of the afternoon passes by uneventfully. With the dark clouds outside, it's hard to judge the time of day, but the skies seem to be darkening. I wonder if Leanna's done with whatever she was doing earlier. I haven't seen her leave her room all day. I decide to see if she's free. As I approach the room, I knock on her door. Leanna? There's a pause, then a scuffling sound.
Yes?
You okay in there?
Yep. Fine.
Have you had a chance to look around yet? Maybe we could go check out the shops.
Well, it's getting kind of late, isn't it? Might be better to stay inside.
Oh, god damn it, you're probably so freaking cute and you're trying to hide it from me. No! Sure. Do you want to come downstairs and we can get something to eat? There's a pause again.
You know, I'm not very hungry. I think I'll stay here.
You're Sully's so goddamn cute. Get out here! I narrow my eyes. Is it just me or is Leanna acting a little weird? Nah, it's just you, friend. No, fucking get out of here! Are you sure everything's okay in there? Leanna opens the door a crack and pokes her head out. Her smile is a little too bright.
Yep, just peachy. Sorry. I'm just feeling a little tired. Nothing to worry about.
She's about to close the door, but I push to keep it open as my scarf is caught in the door. I have a scarf. This is news to me. Wait! I push open the door to yank my scarf out. Oh, lovely. Oh, hold on, I have to prepare myself. Ugh, the door swings wide open, revealing Leanna's new outfit. Old one, please. Can we go back to the old one? I like the old one better. I mean, granted, like, okay, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not complaining, but the other one did her more justice. I think. She looks much prettier in the other one. Okay, I kind of understand what's going on, but this wasn't my fault. This is my character's fault. And I'm probably going to have to say something, and I'm going to have to keep it very minimum. She throws her arms around herself to cover up.
Don't look!
My jaw drops as I take in all of her outfit, what little there is of it. Interesting choice! Can you wear this forever? I like the old one. I like the white. It does her more justice, especially given her blue eyes. I like the old one better. Ugh, sorry. I just prefer more aesthetically pleasing outfits rather than revealing outfits. I like the other one better. Very much so. Like, she just needs to wear blue everything, because she has big-ass blue eyes. Like, nothing else is gonna work. There Alright, well this is clearly doesn't matter, so I can override this. Let's say interesting choice. That's not really a style I'd have pegged you for, but it's not bad. Leanna tries to cover as much as possible.
I didn't choose this. Kara brought this back for me.
Is this why you've been hiding in your room?
I can't go anywhere dressed like this. It's best if I just stay here until the storm is past.
It's really not that bad. Leanna just gives me a look. If you don't like it, we can go back to the shops and get you something else.
Okay, let me change and then we can go.
I thought you couldn't wear your regular armor? Leanna blinks.
I can't go out dressed like this though.
Your armor will draw more attention. At least this outfit helps you blend in. She looks uncomfortable. Honestly, it isn't that bad. Besides, we don't know how long the storm is going to last. What if you have to spend days cooped up in that room? Leanna frowns as she thinks about it, then sighs.
I suppose you're right.
Whatever it is, it better be blue.
Alright, we can go, but let's make it quick.
It better be blue! It has to be blue and it has to look nice. Alright? That's my pre-qualifications. Gathering her courage, Leanna leaves the room and the two of us head downstairs. Nobody pays us any extra attention as we exit the inn. I squint up at the thick clouds. There's light rain, but we better hurry if we don't want to get caught in a downpour. We make our way down the alleyway. Leanna still gets attention, although not the same as before. She seems annoyed by the sharp whistling from leering men. I wonder if I should step in.
Hey there, baby.
What did you call me?
There's a fight song playing. Oh, this is fantastic. Leanna grabs the man by the collar and slams him against a wall.
What the hell?
Creepster.
Go on, call me baby again. I dare you.
See, even she doesn't like it. I knew I had good taste. Leanna's grip on the man's collar tightens as he's pinned securely against the wall. She must be using her wind magic to be able to keep the man twice her size immobilized with barely a struggle. Like how this is epic fight song playing. Leanna continues to watch him with challenging eyes, daring him to catcall her again. The man stays silent as he tries to break free. Leanna finally lets go and tosses him to the side. He falls to the ground with a loud thud.
That's what I thought.
Dumb bitch. The man picks himself up and scrambles away.
You crazy bitch!
Calm.
Yeah, and don't you forget it.
A crowd of shocked onlookers stare at Leanna.
What are you looking at?
They quickly look away and resume walking. Satisfied, Leanna looks at me with a smile.
Shall we continue?
Damn, lady, you scary. Let's just go. I nod. Let's go, honey. Let's go. We continue down the street and reach the shops, even though it's well into the evening. I guess they just kind of ignored me, which I mean, I guess is understandable considering the outfit, but like, you know. Even though it's well into the evening, all the storefronts are still open. I guess this is one of those cities that never sleeps. Like New York, where I'm from. Yes, sir. Leah and I enter the first clothing shop we find. She browses the racks, but her face becomes more aghast with every outfit she picks up. She holds up a piece of fabric so short, I can't figure out if it's supposed to be a top or a skirt.
I don't think we'll find anything here. Let's go somewhere else.
I follow Leanna out of the store and into the next one. As she browses the selection, she seems to be even more disappointed as each outfit is skimpier than the next. After checking on a couple more shops with no luck, we enter the last shop on the street. Leanna checks out the racks again, then tracks down the shopkeeper.
Excuse me. Do you have any armor?
Absolutely.
He rummages through the clothing before pulling out what is essentially just a metal bra and thong. Leanna can't hide her horror as the shopkeeper smiles triumphantly.
Here you go.
How is that armor?
What do you mean? It's metal. That means it can protect you.
But what about the rest of me?
He's about to retort, but is left speechless as her words sink in.
You know, I'd never even thought about that before.
Do you have anything with a little more coverage?
The shopkeeper returns to the racks and picks out another metal bra and underwear.
How about this?
How is that better?
Whoa!
Ugh, I am so done with this place.
Understandable. Realizing that this is a fruitless search, Leanna fumes out of the shop and I follow close behind. She looks down at her outfit and sighs.
It's hard to believe, but I think Kara picked out the most modest outfit available in this place.
Looks like it.
I guess she knows me a little better than I thought.
As we pass a darkened storefront on our way back into the inn, two men melt from the shadows and approach us. What?
Excuse me, are those manipulators on your wrist?
Leanna and I glance at each other and then back at the men.
Why do you ask?
The second man speaks.
We have an offer which may be interesting to you.
Get your goddamn accent out of here. I don't trust this guy.
Exactly. As magic users, power in your craft is essential. Luckily for you, we happen to know a secret technique to amplify your casting usage to your fullest potential, no matter the skill level.
What's the technique? The first man hands me a card. The den at Wolf's Den is written in curly letters.
Meet us at that location tomorrow morning, and all will be revealed.
Leanna narrows her eyes.
How do we know this is legitimate?
The second man smiles.
Your skepticism is understandable, but we've gone through this exact training and can personally guarantee results.
You're mages? Where are your manipulators?
I glance at their empty wrists. Leanna brings up a good point.
Right here.
He lifts a hand and points to the crystal inlaid ring on his finger. Leanna's mouth drops open in surprise, but she quickly composes herself.
Your manipulator is a ring?
The man flashes the same mysterious grin.
Be there tomorrow morning, and all will be revealed.
They hand Leanna a card too, then disappear back into the alley. Leanna watches them retreat, a stern look on her face. You've got solicitors in this world too? It really is impossible to escape them. She barely seems to register what I'm saying. Leanna? She blinks.
Huh?
That was pretty weird, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Honey, is there an issue? I begin to throw the card away when Leanna stops me.
Wait! We need that!
We do?
How else will we find them tomorrow morning?
Wait, we're going to meet those guys? She nods. You believe that's snake oil? Is that a good idea? Are you sure that's a good idea? It seems like whatever they're selling is really shady.
It definitely is. And that's why we need to go. What if their secret technique is dangerous?
Do you think the technique is even effective? She shrugs.
Probably not. If it were so easy to become powerful, then everyone would do it. Besides, there's no way those rings are actual manipulators. It's impossible to condense the amount of energy needed for casting into such a tiny crystal. Something doesn't add up.
It does seem a little too good to be true. She nods and pockets the card. Where? I don't see any pockets! The crack of thunder interrupts us. We should get back.
Yeah.
We hurry back to the inn. I spot Kara and Zach at a table and we join them. Zach smirks when he sees Leanna.
Nice outfit.
Leanna's cheeks flush.
I don't want to talk about it.
Kara grins widely.
Oh, don't be shy. You've got to own it.
Leanna's blush deepens as she quickly changes the subject.
We were just out and ran into some strange men promising us unimaginable power.
She pulls out the card and places it on the table.
They said to meet them there tomorrow.
Zach and Kara study it.
I've never seen this before.
I have. They recruited me too.
Leanna blinks.
But you aren't a mage. They were looking for magic casters. Why did they recruit you?
Zach shrugs.
Something about being a valuable asset? I wasn't really listening.
I like Zach. We're going to meet them tomorrow morning. Leanna nods.
Same here.
What, really? Leanna looks equally surprised.
Sure.
Right on, dude. Why? I thought you weren't listening.
I wasn't. But from what I did hear, it sounds like a scam for money. Money which should be liberated from them for the greater good.
I am mine.
Right. Let's meet up there tomorrow morning and go together.
Zach nods. As if on cue, Amy joins the group.
Greetings. Have we all gathered here to partake in supper?
That's a pretty good idea. I could go for some food.
I nod. Same here. We order some food and sit together to eat. As we eat, Amelia looks intently from Kara to Leanna. Leanna shifts uncomfortably.
Is there something wrong, Amy?
There seems to be an undeniable trend in the clothing both you and Kara are wearing. Perhaps I should be wearing something similar.
Kara becomes stern.
We need to have a talk about what is and isn't appropriate for you to wear, young lady.
The irony of that statement is not lost on me.
No, don't ruin her innocence. Let's be neutral here. Let's not really get involved. I shrug while the rest of the team fusses over Amelia. There's no way I'm going to get in the middle of that. Once the team has calmed down and talked Amy out of purchasing an outfit, we finish the rest of our meals. Leanna reminds Zach and me to meet downstairs in the morning, and we all retire to bed. After getting changed, I fall into my bed and drift to sleep. I'm so upset. I am so upset because I need my boo-boo, my wife, to be wearing something blue, because otherwise, it doesn't work. She needs to be wearing something like blue, something pretty, something not that. You know? Like, she's my boo-boo. She can't be, like, on display for everyone. Just, like, look cute. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just look cute. And wear something that matches your eyes. That's also a really good thing. You know. I need water. This is whack. Ow, my feet. Fuck, I got sunburned my feet. Oh, I think I know what this is. I missed. Hey, Zach! Look what I got! Right on. Hey, Zach. You can purchase this for money, which can be liberated for the greater good. Actually, it's mine now. How about a live unboxing right now? Let's do this. Oh, I fucking put that in the wrong ear. Fuck. Where is it? There it is. Give me that shit. A live unboxing. Lovely. Yay. Put it up here with the rest of my shit. Oh. Okay. Fuck. In the afternoon, I wake up to an unaccustomed brightness. Blinking my eyes open, I glance outside and I glance outside and notice an absence of clouds. Looks like the storm has finally passed. There we go. Zach's bed is empty, and even the Pongo is missing. I guess I'm the last one up, considering it's already midday. Wasn't I supposed to get up early? I hurry out of my bed and rush to get ready, then head downstairs. The team is already there, gathered around a table. They greet me as I arrive. It looks like the storm has passed.
Correct. Which means we are able to resume our journey to Allendale.
Not exactly. We've still got some unfinished business. We have to meet up with those men to learn the secret to unimaginable power.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Those two men from yesterday. Zach gets to his feet.
Ready to go?
I suppose so. Leanna stands as well, but Kara and Amy stay put. Are you two coming?
The invitations were not extended to us.
Yeah, plus I think it's a mage or crystal specific thing, so that leaves me out. We'll stick around here and see what else we can dig up and meet you guys when you're done.
If we're not dead. Amy nods. That's probably for the best. Leanna, Zach, and I exit the inn, studying the ad. I don't know what time it is. I wish I knew what time it was. I have no idea. I'm gonna config. I'm gonna check on my thing. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I've been going for a while. Leanna, Zach, and I exit the inn. Studying the address on the cards given to us, we eventually come across a nondescript mansion. Cautiously, we knock on the front door. There's no response. Since they were looking for mages only, Leanna does a radial scan. From the blank door, a hidden message appears. It indicates to go around to the back entrance, but only when the sun has fully set. This is bullshit, clearly. We decide to spend our time scouting out the location for all the different exits and get as much of the floor plan as we can figured out, just in case. By the time we're done our extensive mapping, it is evening. We circle around the house to the plain wooden door. We knock twice and the door swings open. Grinning widely is one of the men who recruited us yesterday. He ushers us through the door and into the foyer where a handful of people mill about. Wow. I take in the marble staircase and pristine tiles. Some people sit on the leather couches as we wait for whatever is supposed to happen to begin. Bright light spills into the room and reflects off the crystal chandelier hanging from the ceiling. The room looks more expensive than my entire house back home. I'd never have guessed it from the plain exterior of the house. After a few more minutes, a man with slicked black hair approaches with open arms and a shining grin.
Welcome!
The room quiets down into his silence as he greets us.
I'm sure you're all wondering why you've been invited here today. It's because our expert talent scouts spotted a commonality within all of you, an unmistakable ability, a mastery of the elements.
A few people sneak glances around the room. I look at Leanna, who is watching the speaker intently. Zach crosses his arms, his expression unreadable.
We too share this gift, and we too hungered for power. We spent hours upon hours honing our craft, showing painstakingly slow progress before we were introduced to the secret techniques we hope to share with you today. My friends, if you wish to become the most powerful casters in this area, then you have come to the right place. But as they say,
I don't like this
great
guy.
power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, Spider-Man,
These techniques
bitch.
are dangerous and are not for the faint of heart. Failure can lead to dire consequences, and in order for us to continue, I need absolute assurance that you are all ready to face those consequences.
Just real quick, I need to check on a few things. How's my thing doing? Fuck. $40 gigs, that's fine. Clearly, we're gonna have to be signing a bunch of paperwork right now. We're gonna have to sign like, then we are not reliable. They're like, this organization is not liable for death or dismemberment. This is a thing.
If anyone is having second thoughts, now is the moment when you can walk out of here with no hard feelings.
A couple of people turn around and head back towards the door, but the majority of the group, which is still a small number, around 10 people, decide to stay.
I admire all of your courage, but I'm not surprised by your decision.
A doorway to the left of the room creaks open and the man points in that direction.
The beginning of your training is in the next room. Please proceed through the doors and our training leader will meet you there.
Low murmurings fill the silence as people begin to exit the room. As Leanna begins to pass, the strange man from before slides up to her and lowers his voice.
So, the guild finally caught wind of this, eh?
Who is this boy? Who is this guy? Leanna masks her surprise and keeps her voice even.
I'm not sure what you mean.
He chuckles and nudges her.
It's alright. You can trust me. I'm actually Broodman.
Broodman. He pauses as if waiting for our recognition, but we merely stare blankly at him.
Broodman? The silent protector? Tamer of the wolves at Wolf's Den?
Again, we make no notion of recognition.
Well, either way, we're on the same side. I know that these guys are dangerous, and I've got a plan in place to stop them.
How do you know they're dangerous? Do you know what their secret technique is?
Broodman waggles his eyebrows knowingly.
Right. Playing innocent to keep up your facade. I understand.
He winks.
Look, I was planning on taking these guys down alone, but having a member of the Mage Guild as backup would ensure the downfall of these guys. What do you say? Are you in?
Leanna frowns.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He winks.
Alright. You won't budge.
He taps his nose and fixes his attention on Zack.
I'll just pretend I didn't see the mage emblem when you first entered Wolfstan. What about you?
His voice trails off as Zack stares him down with his unblinking gaze. Broodman seems unfazed. Broodman's gaze lands on me and he quickly shifts focus.
How about you?
I too like to deal the hand of justice. Let's follow Zack's lead and look at him meanly. I muster up my most intimidating glare and stare Broodman down. He meets my gaze. We hear shuffling and I notice most of the people have filed out of the room by now.
We should get going before they get suspicious.
Broodman nods and we follow the others out of the room and into an evening courtyard. The courtyard is surrounded on all sides by walls. This hardcore looks like no, not that. Oh, what is it? It's one of the stages from one of the night stages from Sonic Unleashed. I can't remember which one. One of them. I can't remember which one. The courtyard is surrounded on all sides by walls, which upon further inspection are hallways connecting to the different wings of the mansion. Because we are enclosed within the mansion, we're guaranteed privacy.
Listen up. I know what they promised you back there, and I know they made it sound like all of you, as long as you try, will be able to learn the technique for power. But they're wrong.
Wow.
Only those of you strong enough to handle that amount of magic will be successful, and that's where I come in. I'm here to test your proficiency with magic, and if this technique is something you can even handle.
A few staff members who were standing on the sidelines come over and begin passing out manipulators. When they reach Zack, the staff notices his lack of manipulator and look at him in confusion. Zack doesn't react or bother to take the manipulator from his hands either.
He passes.
The training leader walks by and his gaze falls on Zack's dischargers, and his expression changes. He turns to the staff with the manipulator and urges him to move on. A staff member begins to protest, but the training leader stops him.
He passes. I know you all have your own manipulators, but I don't care. Use ours anyway. The goal of this isn't to show off who has the fanciest gadgets. It's to eliminate any variables so we can get a more accurate read on your abilities. Now who wants to go first?
One person steps up and attempts to cast a gale, but his nerves make his arm unsteady and he keeps losing focus.
Enough.
The training leader shakes his head and the man hangs his head. The staff members lead the man out of the courtyard as the next person steps up. One by one they go until it's my turn. My blood runs cold as clammy sweat covers my body.
Let's go. We haven't got all day.
I close my eyes and breathe deeply. I can do this. Just remember my training. Once my hand's steady, I raise my arm and channel a gust of wind that I've done so many times before. I picture Leanna watching and encouraging me, and sure enough, a gust of wind flows through my fingers. The training leader frowns, unimpressed, but the staff member who took my energy reading races over to his side. I'm pretty sure I can guess what's going on. They took a scan that said my energy levels are off the charts, and yet somehow my casting skill does not equal the energy I possess.
Pass. For now.
I nod. The training leader calls Leanna forward, and I take this time to switch out my manipulator back to my own. She takes a deep breath, gathers her energy, and raises her arm. Her blue eyes almost turn steel gray as a gale storm whips the trees into courtyard. Leanna's hair flies around, but she stands steady in the tempest, her gaze challenging the training leader. He raises his hand, and instantly, as she summoned it, Leanna ceases the storm.
Pass.
As few people pick themselves off the ground or dust themselves off, Leanna returns to the group. You blew me away! Pun master! Ooh. That ain't good. I kind of want to see the different choices here. They can override this one. Boop, boop, boop. You blew me away. Dang, girl, you really blew me away with that display. Leanna groans. You threw caution to the wind and went all out.
You should stop.
But making these are such a breeze.
I'm leaving now.
Wait, I'm done, I promise.